Hello friends, in this video we will discuss a problem related to projectile motion. So in the question it is given that two particles are simultaneously projected in opposite directions horizontally from a given point in space where gravity is uniform. Now if u1 and u2 are their initial speeds, then the time after which we have to find the time t after which their velocities are mutually perpendicular. So let us redraw the scenario according to the conditions that are mentioned in the problem. Suppose this is our reference ground level and now two particles are projected from the top of a tower horizontally with speeds u1 and u2. So let us mark it in the diagram. We have two particles A and B. Let us call this particle as A, which is projected horizontally with speed u1, and simultaneously another particle B is also projected horizontally in opposite direction with speed u2. Now for the sake of solving this problem, I am assuming x-axis to be along horizontal direction. So I am assuming x-axis to be along this direction and y-axis along vertically downward direction. Now during its subsequent motion, for particle A, we can write its final velocity or velocity at any general time t. So let us assume that at time t, when I observe the particle A, it is at this general position shown where we are going to find its velocity at time t. Similarly for particle B, we can find its velocity at time t at the same time. In the question, it is asked that we have to find the value of time at which both these velocity vectors, that is, let us call this as v1 vector, and the second velocity vector v2 vector are perpendicular. So at time t, the velocity of particle A can be written in the vector form as the velocity of particle A for particle A. The velocity vector at time t can be simply written with the help of basic kinematics as u1 I cap plus gt j cap. Similarly for particle B, we can write for particle B its velocity at any time t will be equal to minus u2 I cap, since I have taken the direction towards right as positive x, so its initial velocity was minus u2 I cap, and at time t its velocity in y direction will be equal to gt. Now according to the problem, we have to find the time at which v1 vector is perpendicular to v2 vector. So if both these velocity vectors are perpendicular, then with the help of vectors we can say that v1 dot v2 should be equal to 0. Now taking the dot product of these two vectors, we can write minus u1 u2 plus g squared t square should be equal to 0. From here we can find the value of time to be equal to root of u1 u2 by g. This is our desired result for this problem. Thank you.